Welcome to Kiki and Kibit's 90 Day Fiance the other way. My name is Brianna, and I'm here with my co-host Mary. Hi, I can see you. How's it going, girl? From across the
Good.
country.
What's
Hello,
going
hello.
on, my girlfriend?
It was almost summer today, I think. It's for, I don't know, whenever you're listening to this, it's halfway through September, and where I live by the beach, I've been complaining it's only been over 80 twice. While global warming is devastating the rest of the world, I've been freezing. So I'm excited. I went to the beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to the beach no matter how warm it is, but it was nice.
At
How
least
are
it
you?
was summerish for you today. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
okay.
I know. It's going to be snowing at your house in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
I'll be like, it's 90.
I'll be like, are you kidding? I just finished fucking shoveling 2 feet of snow. Fuck you.
Right, exactly. I know. So what did you think of the episode? And how do we feel about the season so far? We're on what, episode 4? So like, time to do a check-in. What are you thinking? How do you feel about the episode?
I'm still feeling out the new couples. Steven is kind of creepy. I really don't know about Victor and Amelie just yet. For the rest of the couples, Corey just loves to be tortured, and I'm just sick of watching them.
Why do you say he loves to be tortured?
Because Evelyn treats him like shit, and I think he just like laps it up. I mean, or like you've mentioned before, it could be Stockholm syndrome, but I
Yeah,
really
right.
think, Brianna, I think he likes being abused by her because
Maybe
it is
she just
abuse.
has like a magical pussy though.
And no, I don't think
It
that's
could
what it
happen.
is. No, I don't think that's what it is. No.
That's why my husband stays. Because I have a magical pussy and I let him hit it every once in a while. That's all.
You got that wop, right, girl?
You know, once a month if he's really nice. Anyway, so it is nicer to have the new couples. I'm
Yes.
sure we don't have more new couples just because it's COVID.
Yes.
But you know, because like who is excited about Jenny and Sumit's journey at this point?
No one. No one.
Tired. Anyway, so we open up the scene, and here we are with like the evil stepsisters and Corey and Evelyn. And I'm just like, okay, I know that Latin cultures, families are really tight and stuff,
Yes,
but like
yes,
these
yes.
girls are just their wish, and the other one who no one even knows what her name is or listens to her because Wish steals the show so much. So like these girls are the equivalent, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And they're like, they're really pissed off that Evelyn was married for a year and didn't mention it. How does Evelyn somehow manage to make herself the victim and like she's so innocent? I don't understand how that's working
because
out.
she is Queen Gaslighter.
She really is.
And that's another reason why I can't stand her. She gaslights and spins everything where she's the victim. And Corey is such a horrible person. And oh my goodness, feel sorry for me.
I know, she just sat back and let her sisters do whatever.
Right. And she was laughing.
She loved it.
She loved every fucking minute of it. She was fucking laughing. So, you know.
And then we hear this whole story about how Evelyn married him, but then she was immediately full of remorse and cried, bawled her eyes out.
And for the record, you know, she said they got married in, what was it, January of 2019? So something whatever like the fuck that. It was. Yeah, some shit
something like that.
So she said that she didn't want to tell her family right away because her family doesn't believe in divorce. And she wasn't sure that it was going to work out. So this way, if things didn't work out, then her and Corey could just secretly divorce and nobody would know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like, like,
I
come
don't
on.
know, but she makes herself seem like a victim for
Yeah,
sure.
she makes herself like a victim. She's
Yeah. I just don't know what Corey does that's so bad. Like, why
yeah,
does she
like
act
you
like
put up a good,
he needs to change? You know, he needs to change. What does that mean? She wanted him to learn Spanish. Okay. So, like, what else has he done? This shit with Jenny is bullshit because you know she's fucking half of Ecuador. And we know that for a fact. It's
yes.
not even like we're just coming up with it.
No,
So,
we know as a fact she has fucked half of Ecuador. So this bullshit about Jenny is like whatever.
right.
And you know the whole timeline, I mean, it still doesn't even make sense. What, like it makes no fucking sense with this whole Jenny thing. They were married at the time, and then she says, "Oh, I want a break," and he goes off and he fucks Jenny. I mean, it's like, what the hell? It really didn't make sense. I don't know. This whole story, the
I don't
timeline,
know.
it just
I'm
doesn't.
gonna say this. Okay, first of all, I just want to say, okay, I know that our friend Laura has
Yes.
told us that they got married in 2018. So now
Hmm.
they're lying and saying it's 2019. And I'm saying now to you, I don't care. Like it really doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't
2018,
make a difference.
2019. Okay, but they were married when they were acting like they were gonna, you know,
Right.
like they have been on since then and
Yes, they
still
have.
lied. So
Exactly.
whatever. I
Exactly.
also just don't care, you know. But
Hmm.
then they order him penis soup.
Oh no. Before they order him penis soup, I like when her sisters called her Mrs. Stupid.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Then they order him penis soup.
Señora estúpida. That was funny. And then they order him penis soup, which was making me like just vomit while he was eating it. And he's
you
like, well, it's
know?
pretty fatty. I just like don't want to know what bull penis
No,
tastes
me
like.
either.
I'm so offended by it. Like I can't even
I
with
have
that.
no desire. No.
But it's just really fucked up. So, like, whatever it is that Evelyn feels about Corey and the chick from Peru, like, she should say that to him, not
Right.
go to her sisters, and have them say what she should be saying, but is not saying. That's very
Exactly.
toxic.
And
But
then
she's
sit there
toxic as
and
fuck.
laugh while they do something like that to him. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why it's kind of almost like abuse. It is abuse. I mean, she's sitting
He's an
there
abuser.
and letting her sisters, do this shit to him, and she's fucking cracking up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So I guess, with Evelyn, it's like she comes from a family. I mean, these women are also sort of toxic. Like, I think she comes from a family of super dysfunctional people, of whom she is one.
yes.
But, like, I don't, the way they're acting, none of this is acceptable behavior. That's all I'm saying. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you are not wrong. None of this is acceptable behavior.
No.
They're all
Mm-mm.
toxic and fucking crazy.
I know, and I get all like, oh, poor Corey, poor Corey, poor Corey.
There
But
is no poor
Laura's like,
Corey for me.
I know.
There is no poor
Laura's like,
Corey.
listen, he knows what he's doing and he's signing up for this and he
He's
likes it
fucking
because he wants to
lapping
be
this
on
shit up.
TV.
He is lapping the shit up. He fucking loves every minute of it. He was on Instagram. I'm sorry. I know we agreed that we weren't going to talk about them, but he was on Instagram yesterday. Yesterday was his birthday, and he's like, "Oh, a happy birthday to me. Do you want to wish me a happy birthday, 90 Day Fiance universe?" I'm like
Really?
practically like begging for like the fans to wish him a happy birthday. I'm like, "Do we want attention?" I'm like, "Are we attention seeking?"
Those two, like, all I can say is don't ever invite me to your parties. Not that I'm
Yes,
on their
please.
potential guest list, but like these are
Are
people
you
that we'd
kidding
never want to
me?
hang out with. I don't like
I
these
mean, Evelyn
people.
doesn't want us at her party.
We have
You,
fun at
lady,
parties,
listen,
bitch.
lady, listen, lady. She doesn't want us at her party.
I'm just saying, I don't like them. I find them toxic. And no, I don't think we're about to get an invitation. Anyway,
No.
let's stop talking about these bitches, okay? Because they
Yes,
both
and let's
suck.
move on to
They really
another
do.
another. I mean, I think he's kind of toxic. Not her. I love her.
Who?
Stephen and
Steven and
Alina.
Alina. You think
Yes.
he's toxic? Why do you say that?
Because I think he's another gaslighter in a way. Because he's all into this.
Oh, well, he's
Oh,
lying.
we need to be, you know,
Yeah,
abstinent
chaste
and
and
chaste and,
absent. Yeah.
vow of chastity and all this shit, and then he's, eventually like, oh, I don't know if you're really serious about this now because, you want me to stay with you in the apartment and all that. He's another fucking gaslighter. Like, are you fucking
Right.
kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, he is straight up lying. Imagine when he does come clean to her and he's like, well, and by the way, this is a new start for me because actually I've had sexual relations with multiple women or whatever the hell he's gonna say. And
Right.
it's like, okay, so then why won't you stay with me? And what's he gonna say? Oh, well, I want to start over. And it's like, I don't get it.
I
It's
don't get it
just
either.
bullshit. And he's like, well, it's making me question your commitment as to whether you want to get baptized or not. And it's like, why? Okay, maybe she's doing this for you, but if you think that like she's going to be excited about it, I don't know. It's really weird.
I mean,
I don't like
Alina's
the
mother,
religious zealot thing.
I loved Alina's mother when she was like, no, you don't ask him, you tell him.
I know. Don't fuck with these Russian moms, okay?
No.
Don't. Just
I
don't.
love that whole scene
Yeah.
in the
I
taxi
know.
on
On
the
the
way to the
way to the
airport.
airport, mom's just looking at her like angrily the whole time. I
Like,
mean, it must be hard. And
yeah,
it's like they're going to a place. I assume that she doesn't speak Turkish.
no,
Like
no,
so her daughter cannot even speak the language.
yes.
They have to get married. They might be there for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing is whack.
Yeah, so she's, like looking at her, and then Alina drops the bomb that Stephen doesn't even want to stay in the same apartment with her, and her mother's like, no, that is not acceptable. I
Right.
don't think so.
I
Like,
know Alina and her mom were making all kinds of sense in this
yes,
episode. Like later on, too, I thought Alina was like making a lot of sense. Like, well, if he can't trust himself in an apartment with me, then what's he doing when I'm not with him? Like,
right. And he's in a
valid,
hostel, right? If he's in a hostel and there's other girls around, and if he
right?
can't control himself with her, then,
Right.
makes a lot of sense, right?
He's really kind of a weird kid too. Like on the plane and stuff. I don't know. He's just like he's a weird kid.
Yes.
And I like quirky people, but something makes me think that in like another month we're gonna be like, this guy's bad news. I don't know.
I
Like I just feel
I
like
know. I have
more
a
stuff
feeling
is
too.
coming. It's like we don't know half of it. We already know he's a liar. I
Yes.
mean, I would assume that, I mean, what would you call it, right? If you're preaching this chastity and I can't stay with you in this foreign country because I can't trust myself with you and we need to be untouched before marriage and he
Uh-huh.
has had sex with multiple women.
A
Like
hypocrite.
start with that.
A
What's that?
hypocrite.
A hypocrite.
A
Yeah.
hypocrite.
Exactly. He's a fucking hypocrite.
It's a fucking hypocrite.
Hate that shit.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, but when they saw each other in the airport, it was cute.
Yes,
And what did
even
he
though
do?
he's a
Like he
fucking
left his
dork. He
bags.
left his
I know.
bags right there, and people were literally stepping over his luggage to try to get out of the door. He left it right in the doorway. That
Yeah.
was the most like awkward 90-Day Fiance like airport scene. You had to like stop in the middle of hugging her. Oh, I have to go get my bags.
This is not in order, but did you notice that? So Alina and her mom and sister, or whoever was there, they did the sit and then go
Yes,
thing that
yes,
Julia and
her.
Brandon did.
I was just about to
Right?
say yes, yes,
Yeah, that was
yes.
kind of, I guess that really is a Russian thing, right? Where they're like, we
Mhm.
sit for a few minutes
Minutes,
quietly
and then
and
we
then we
go,
go.
go.
I like
Yes.
that. Get your head together and then let's do this
Let's do
afterwards.
this.
Let's do this. I know that should be our podcast tagline. Kiki and Kibitz, let's do this.
I know, right?
That's what we always say. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, so what I liked about this is that, and again, not in chronological order here, but she's very calmly asserts herself with him, and she's just like, no, that's not going to work for me. And
yes.
why can't you just like keep it in your pants
Oh,
and stay with me? Because
I just wanted to point one thing out about that airport scene while she was waiting for him. I loved her purse. That little crossbody pink purse
yeah,
that she had that was fucking adorable.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I just bought this purse. So like all I can say is fuck her purse. Because
Oh
tell me
my
this is
god,
not the
I
cutest purse
fucking
ever.
love it. And it's that Kate
I
Spade.
know.
That is Kate
Yes,
Spade,
and
isn't
I
it?
can
Oh
I
my
just
god.
hold this in the frame with me for the rest of the podcast?
If you
Because
like,
like
go ahead.
doesn't it make
Sure.
me look better? I feel like I look better and holding this rather than not. Anyway,
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
for those
I
of
know
you
you liked her
listening,
purse.
for those of you
Oh,
listening on
sorry.
audio, Brianna was
Sorry.
just holding a heart-shaped Kate Spade novelty purse, and it's fucking
Yeah,
adorable.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Now that we're like doing more on YouTube, I forgot we do this. This is an audio podcast. Anyway, yeah, it's a really, really cute heart-shaped light pink Kate Spade bag. So when I
Yes.
saw her bag, I was like, okay, you can have a cute bag, but you totally don't have like a cute bag. So I totally have like the cutest bag ever.
Yes, Brianna has the cutest bag ever.
Ever.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. So,
Anyway, I have Alina's mom is my mom too.
mhm, okay,
My mom
that's
would be
funny.
like, "Oh no, you're not asking him. You are telling him." Okay, that's how we're
And
gonna
that
roll.
is
But she
fucking
does
great.
it.
And you know, that's fucking great. I love that though, how her mother was like, just tell him. And she was like, okay, mom. She was like,
And she did. She
and
took it
she
to
did.
heart. This
Yeah.
girl, she's a force to be reckoned with. Also, though, I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe Steven is pretty smart too. Like he's weird. I get the feeling he's like I don't know, one of those neurodiverse individuals, shall I say, who has a hard
Okay.
time understanding social cues.
Okay.
But also he's super, super smart, as is the case with many neurodiverse individuals. Like,
Right.
how many languages does he speak? He speaks Russian, but
Russian.
then like it
Yes.
seems like he's been brushing up on his Turkish too. He's like ready to go in the
Right.
class and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
So he
true.
seems really smart, but he's also weird.
Yes, he is
You know?
very weird. He is
Yeah,
weird.
right.
So, speaking of weird, what is up with this term that he uses for sex? Schoolerly poop?
Goodly poop. Not one I've heard before.
Is that supposed to be iconic like boom boom and jiggy jiggy?
I don't know, but I will say this. It's not sexy.
I was about to say that. That just doesn't quite do it for me, like boom boom and jiggy jiggy.
Yeah, even Smash is better, and I'm not a big fan of Smash.
You know, I mean, if we want to have like, you know, a iconic 90-day phrase for sex,
Yeah,
you know, we got boom boom and
I'm not having it for real. And
I
she's like,
know.
"What is goodly poop?"
And he's like, when there's penetration, she's like, okay.
Okay, like too much information now, right?
She's like, thank you. Okay.
I haven't watched them that long, obviously. I've seen them for four, I don't know, probably 1 hour total, the
Yes.
last four
Mhm.
episodes.
Yes.
And I just know that she is too good for him.
Oh, yes, she is. She is way too good for him.
It seems clear that like this guy is not the prize that this little princess deserves.
No,
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 definitely
not at
not.
all.
Yeah.
And
So
she
anyway,
is,
so they have the talk the next day. Well, I like how they get back to her hotel and he wants to read scriptures about abstinence.
I know. And she was
Like
like, oh,
what does he think marriage is like? Like it's just really weird. I
I
don't know.
know. I know. And she's like, oh, I thought our first night would have been, a lot cuter. Like we would have cuddled
I
or
know, a lot
something.
cuter.
Not
That
reading
was not
scriptures.
cute, right? Reading the Book of Mormon is not cute. Sorry.
Like, come on.
That's amazing. Oh, it's pretty funny. So then the next day they go to his hostel
Yes.
and they walk up and I don't know what kind of like funky artsy place this is, but there are things like sneakers up in the tree and like some other weird things, right?
Yeah, I
And
know. Like, what the fuck was up with that?
I don't know. I got the feeling it was sort of like college student
Yeah.
edgy art or something, but she was not having it. She's like, no, this is not cool. And he's like, but it's kind of cool. She's like, nope. He's like, come inside. She's not having it. Nope.
Like, nope, I'm not
No.
coming. No, no, we're canceling this.
Right.
You're not staying here anyway. You're staying with me.
Right. And I like how he's like, well, if you really feel that way. And she's like, yep, good. Okay. She did like she closed the deal right there. She
Mhm.
was like, no, we're not discussing this any
No,
further.
that's it. No.
But earlier she's like, well, I'm young and I'm very attractive, and I'm in this country, someone could kidnap me. I
Hmm.
just cannot imagine now. Granted, I'm not Alina and I have never been like a hot girl. So like I don't know what it's like, but I just can't imagine like feeling yourself to the extent where you're like on TV going, I know I'm hot, man. What the fuck?
I know I'm
As they're walking
hot.
away, he's all like, do you need me to carry your bag? She's like, no, thanks. And she's got that tiny little cool crossbody pink purse. And I'm like, why would she need you to carry that? Are you just trying to prove that you're not too macho to carry her purse or what?
I know, like that's weird. See, he's just weird.
Yeah, he is. Would your husband carry your purse if you asked him to?
Sure. I mean,
Pretty sure my husband would too. He carries my water bottle all the time because I take my sweatshirt on and off when we walk to the beach. I think my husband would, no problem.
yeah.
Anyway, side note. Let's move on to the threesome, the thruple, Ari, Benny, and Leandro.
Yes, the thruple.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
so
first thing
you-
we see is an Ethiopian puppy. And
I
I
was
was
gonna
like,
say
let's
you
just
need an
keep that.
Ethiopian puppy.
That was a cute puppy. Did you notice it? Or is it
Yes,
just
yes,
me?
I saw. I noticed.
That was
That.
a really cute puppy. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, they're all three together, and Ari walks out and she's asking Leandro to go to coffee with her. And
Mhm.
I thought, like, she's not even inviting Benny to go with them. What is up with that?
She wanted private time with her best friend.
And that's why he's suspicious because she keeps
Thank
doing
you,
things
because
like
she keeps
that.
doing shit like that. I
Right.
mean,
If
wouldn't
you
you
have
be?
nothing to yes. And
Thank
regardless
you.
of even whether or not I would be suspicious, I would be irritated.
I
Like,
know.
yo, I'm not invited. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like what kind of shit is that?
Like,
But and
for
I keep
real.
saying this: if the roles were reversed, Ari would be having a fucking shit fit and she would not allow it to happen, not for 1 second.
Neither would the rest of us.
No.
Everyone would be jumping up on her side.
I mean, imagine if his ex-wife decided to pop back up in their lives with his son, and Benny said, okay, she's going to stay with us because I haven't seen my son, so she's going to stay with
Right.
us. And then he started acting like that towards his ex-wife, like Ari is acting towards Leandro.
Well, she wasn't even gonna be down with him hanging out with Bongo Booty Bay.
Right, right. But but I'm just saying, picture this reversal. She would have took Avi and she would have went back to Jersey by now.
Yeah.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
And she uses the excuse that it's going to strengthen their relationship because if
I think she's trying to make him feel jealous, like straight out. Don't you think?
Yes, I think passive aggressively
overplaying it. Big
passive aggressively, she's trying to make him jealous, using the excuse that it'll strengthen their relationship when Benny sees that Ari really wants to be with him, that Ari is choosing him. But no, she is passive aggressively making Benny jealous. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, it seems overt. Like she's going out of her way to do it.
Right.
Like later on in the episode when she's saying goodbye to him, she hugs him for like 20 minutes and is like strangling him.
I know.
That's the thing in the Ari Benny household, to show love, we strangle people.
Yeah, I know. I guess so.
We choke them out, man.
Leandro got choked out twice.
I know. They're so gangsta. Up in that joint, they're so gangsta.
Shit. Oh
anyway, so
God.
they decide, so it's some holiday, and I was very confused by this holiday because I don't really know very much about Christian stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. Holiday? I was confused about the holiday too because I honestly never even heard of this. It's Bunye. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, and it's an Ethiopian holiday when Jesus was seen at the light of Mount Tabor. And apparently this is when the disciples knew that he was the Son of God. I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever heard of anything like that. But I guess somewhere in their religion, they believe in this and they have a holiday for it.
How come Christians don't know all the same stuff?
I don't know, Brianna.
Is there like special Ethiopian Christian knowledge that's like not the same?
I
like you would think y'all would know the same shit.
Yeah, you would, but no, we don't.
It's not like Hinduism where there's at least like 1 million sects. Like there's not that many Christian sects, right?
No.
So can you please go find out? Bottom line, will you please find out?
Sure. I'll do my research and get back to you. You got
it. No, I don't really care. So, anyway, it's that holiday, that cool holiday.
But what we do know is they dance around a fire and then they jump over the fire. Oh
my God, right?
You see
what
that
was
shit?
That? Yeah. They're jumping over fires, including like little children.
Yes.
And even when Ariella was doing it, I was like, she's wearing a skirt. Like I was imagining all her naughty bits going up in flame. It seemed like dangerous. Watch again, you'll see what I mean. It's like she jumps over, she's wearing a skirt, and there's this
I know.
I vote no on this. I find it unsafe.
Yeah, it is very unsafe, but hey.
So I just want to point out that her, at the beginning of the season, we're like, oh, look, she learned. She's got like season 2 glow up and she's not wearing such tacky makeup, but here we are back with like the bubblegum pink lipstick. It's
I know.
hideous.
I know.
Why? Why, Ari? Why?
Why, Ari? Watch a couple of Tiffany's makeup videos. Tiffany from last season, Happily Ever After. I'm sure she can help you.
Well, also you have to understand your coloring.
Yes.
Like depending on the shade of your teeth too. You have to
Mhm.
wear, did you know that?
Yes, it did.
See,
Because
so
certain
yeah,
colors, because certain colors will make your teeth look more yellow and
yellow,
Mhm.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
So
Anyway, so she's got the pink lipstick and they're jumping over the fire.
fire, and then
And
they
then
go to
they're going to
sit
have the
down.
talk where it's like,
Yes.
okay, why is this fool with you? And who
Mm-hmm.
is he? And why should we care? Like, Wish is just, she's mad.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at Wish.
You're not mad at Wish being mad.
Mad. I'm not mad at Wish for being mad. I don't blame her. She's just protecting her brother. And hey, if I had a sister-in-law like Ari acting shady like that, I would call her out too. Who are you? What are you doing? I heard you were in New Jersey hanging out with her while she was pregnant, and she lied to my brother about that. What's up with that? I don't like that.
That conversation could literally happen in your life, including the New Jersey part,
Yeah.
because your sister-in-law lives in New
New
Jersey.
Jersey. Exactly. You know, I
It's
don't
a
like that.
realistic scenario.
What's up with that? And you know, here we go. Hey, I am not mad at Wish. And
I know.
Painting Wish,
Imagine
we're
this
not
was
mad
like a
at
Real
you.
Housewives of New Jersey moment. And imagine that was Teresa and Joe.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Teresa
problems.
would have threw Ari in the fire. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. And she's like, Wish is like, well, maybe we should have just asked you, are you going to take the baby and leave? And Ari's
Right.
like, I already told you I'm not. I guess you just don't believe me. Why don't you believe me? And Wish is like, because we need the baby. We need the baby. And I'm like, for what?
The
Did you
baby's
notice that?
our flesh. Baby's
I
our
know, it's like, that was scary. I'm like, what do you need that baby for?
I ain't mad at
Casting
you,
evil
Wish.
spells? It was nuts, man.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so the next morning, Leandra's finally leaving.
And Benny's like,
Benny's
bye
so
bye.
excited.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby. And that was pretty funny.
That was funny.
He is like very cute and funny. I'm not saying he's a good partner because I don't know and I'm not there in the situation. But it just, he's cute. Come on.
He is cute. He is. He is.
I like Benny.
Yes, I love
Anyway,
Benny.
so she's saying goodbye to Leandro and she's basically suffocating him, choking him out. Round 2 of choke him out on this on this season. A lot of violence.
Leandro had a lot of violence going on in Ethiopia.
I know, poor guy is like, I am never going back to Ethiopia again. Everyone kept trying to choke me.
I know. Oh my God.
Anyway, she just basically attacked him and Benny's like, easy, tiger.
You know, take it easy.
I know. Can you imagine though? Like I've actually been in that situation. I would be like, can you imagine what it's been like? But I can imagine because I have been in that situation. My ex-boyfriend, my ex-husband brother was super hot. And like female friends of mine would just throw themselves at him in front of me. And it was really fucked up. You know, and it's like, okay, break it up, break it up.
Break it up, guys.
Like,
come on.
Exactly. You want to be cool about it, but like, you know, you don't feel that cool. Anyways, that's about enough of that. So let's move on to Ellie and Victor. Because I want to go to Providencia. And I was intrigued by this proposition since one of my best friends is Colombian. Why does Victor sound like he's from Jamaica when he lives in Colombia?
I know. I know.
Have you noticed that?
I noticed
like, why
that.
does he talk like that?
I know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I guess we
Well,
shall
we need
see.
to find out. On the mainland, too. No, it makes zero sense. It really, I need to call Maria. Maria, let me
Yes.
know. Because it might, maybe it's one of those things where, like, you know how there's like the US Virgin, like people conquered territories.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the Colombians, like, okay,
Conquered
yeah,
Providencia.
you're
Yeah.
back. We're back to that place where it's like, if we were good podcast hosts, we would look this shit up. But I just thought about it right now, but I will look into it and find out why. But yeah. So she wakes up in the morning and she's
She
taking
takes
a
a
freezing cold
cold
shower.
shower.
Yeah. And she's gonna go to Providencia the next day and she's buying clothes for all the people who are potentially displaced. And then bring, 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 bring. Victor's on phone. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's at the airport and she's gonna rush over there to pick him up. And she's so excited. She's feeling nauseous in the car because she thought she was never going to see him again. She was never going to have a second chance with him again. She's had so many losses in her life and she never had,
Sounds
second
like she really
chances.
has.
Yeah, she
Like
has.
her husband died suddenly, then her mother died suddenly, then her father died. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's had a lot of losses, which I expect is making her vulnerable. However, somehow I just feel like this isn't the best choice.
No.
Like I know we're just meeting Victor and getting an
Mm-hmm.
idea of whether he's trustworthy or not. But I just have a bad feeling about Victor.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling too.
I think he's a liar.
Yes, I think he's a liar too.
Anyway, but if he's a liar or not, he's a really good actor. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, oh, you know, thank God I have a second chance at life. Someone will kiss me again. I have a second chance to be happy. And I'm like, okay, man, you went through a hurricane, and that's fucked up. But like, he's acting like his whole life has been like it just happened for like a week.
Right.
Why is he talking about I have another chance to be happy? Maybe he's like, if I, he really thought he was gonna die or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't
I
been
don't know.
through a situation like that.
Well,
So I don't know, but it was
we'll
just like, you're
see.
being a little dramatic, dude, for real.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I guess they all hid under the sink at his sister's house, like all of
Yes,
them, his
all of them,
parents, the kids.
the
It
kids.
was
It's just,
category 5. That's a big ass hurricane.
that's fucking crazy. That
That
is
is
like
no joke.
catastrophic, like flatten everything in its fucking path. Hurricane.
I know. And when you see the scenes from next week, it literally looks like those houses were made out of cardboard or something because they're
Yes, because
just
they're like all just like flattened,
Exactly. Flattened.
flattened
It is
on
really
and yeah.
disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot imagine this.
So
Definitely
moving
not.
on to our
Yeah.
favorite family, Kenny, Armando, and Hannah.
They are so cute.
Oh,
And
love
they're
them.
very emotional people too.
Yes, yes, they're very emotional. They talk
Yeah.
about their feelings. I mean,
Right. But they also cry a lot.
yes, I know.
So they end up like they're talking about the wedding on the way down, and Armando's like, "Well, I'm just gonna tell them we're having a big wedding." And I was
Mhm.
thinking they're having like Evelyn level
Yeah,
big
I
wedding. Here
know.
we go. Armando is like, I'm
Yes.
gonna find a wedding planner who like has done a wedding for a Victoria's Secret model. That's how big our wedding's gonna be, and I'm just gonna go tell my father. And then they get there, and it is sweet because I was really worried that Dad was never gonna
Yes,
come,
yes,
which is sad.
yes. That was very sweet when he came out and he hugged Armando and
I
gave
know,
Kenny
but
a
did you
little.
notice his mom like totally lied to cover for him?
Of
Sorry, I'm making
course,
noise with my daughter again.
please. Of
So I guess they
course.
hadn't even talked about whether he was gonna come meet them or not. Like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, I guess he was just kind of like, oh, we'll see when they get here. And his mom was like trying to cover or whatever in case he decided not to come out.
And then he comes out and he's just charming and smiling and he hugs everyone. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Cassie really
Her
she
presence
changed the
being there.
equation.
Yes.
Exactly.
Her presence
And
being there changed the equation.
big time. And when they talk to Cassie and Kenny about him moving and they talk
Right.
about how he'd never been away from his kids, like even the mom is crying. They're like, they suddenly get it. They're like,
Right.
this is a human being and it doesn't matter if he's gay or straight. This is his daughter.
Right.
And we can imagine that pain because we've been going through the pain of not having our son around. And it's like, yes, that's what we're talking about. Gay, straight, doesn't matter. Black, white,
Right.
Asian.
Mm-hmm.
We all
We're all
bleed the same
humans.
blood. We
We're
all
all
love our
human.
kids. We all want our kids near us, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think that changed things for his parents a lot. That
Yes.
was what it looked like. And it was very, very sweet.
But Armando did not tell them about the wedding yet.
Right. Well, so did you blame him? Just curious. Because I
No,
was
I don't
like,
blame
okay,
him.
things are going really well.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
don't blame
let it,
him. Let
yeah,
it,
it's just like
and
do
then
it
the
tomorrow
next
morning.
time. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Like there's no need to like ruin
They're
the
not
moment.
leaving, right?
Right.
They
No,
drove
there's no
4 hours. They're not driving back tonight. So, like, they
no,
can do it in the morning.
exactly. There's no need to like
Take a
rush.
breath.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Anyway, I thought it was sweet. I think his mom is really Armando's mom. I think she's really trying to like make this transition to
yes,
thinking a different way,
yes. And she's
and I
trying to
don't think
help
it's
and
that
she's
easy.
trying to be like the mediator to help her husband think this
Exactly.
different way too.
I know she really is between a rock and a hard place trying to
Yeah.
mediate these relationships. Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of
Anyway,
someone
so
between a rock and a hard place,
Jenny,
Jenny and
Jenny and
Sumit.
Sue meet. Yeah, Sumit.
Sumit.
Yeah. So she had
So
to give up on her Hare Krishna missionary visa attempt. And it's
yes.
like, well, Sumit doesn't even have his passport, so they can't go to Nepal when the border's
And you know
open.
something, Brianna, you know what was so funny? When they first brought that up, that his in-laws had his passport and he couldn't get his passport, I was thinking, why doesn't he just report it lost and get a new one?
I know, and I had
How
already made
hard
the
can
leap,
it
like you
be?
must not be able to replace it ever. But why would I
Right? I'm
even
like,
think that?
how
That's
hard could that be? Like people lose shit all the time.
right.
Or shit gets damaged, right? How hard could it be
Yeah.
to replace a fucking passport? You
Right.
verify your identity, you verify where you live, you show them fucking proof of birth or whatever, and you pay a fee. I mean, I would
I
assume,
know,
right?
even third world countries have a way to
Right.
get a new
Like they have a
passport. It would
way
be
to get a new
ridiculous
passport,
to
right? I
think that
mean,
like there's no
people
way. Yeah.
lose shit, shit gets damaged no matter what fucking country you live in. So when
So
that was
true.
first brought up, I was thinking, well, why is it so hard for him?
I
Why
know
can't he just
she's
fucking
been there a
replace his
long time.
passport?
Like, get a new bloody passport, right?
Right?
So they go to the passport office and
And it's
shocker, it's easy to
shocker, it's
renew to get
fucking
a new
easy.
passport.
It's like you fill out an application online, they verify your address, and boom, you have a passport in a month.
Yeah. He's
Meanwhile,
like a
he's sending her,
helpless child.
he's sending her around in circles. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But he can get a new fucking passport in a month.
Right. And she's like, you promised to marry me. Are you really going to do it? And he's like, oh, yes, I'll marry you. And I'm like, come on, girl.
He's
How
been
many times
saying
are
this
you going to hear
shit,
this?
for like, I don't
For the
know.
last several years of our lives.
Thank
Our
you.
lifetimes have been taken up with this. Like, he's not going to disobey his parents. It's totally not going to happen.
No.
Parents, I cannot disobey my parents, Jenny.
No, I cannot disobey my
Practice
parents.
my submit
And
voice.
Jenny's like, if you don't want to marry me, just tell me, just let me go. Just be
Right.
honest with me. Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
And I'm like, let him go.
Yeah.
let her go. Let her go.
Just let her go. Just let her go.
Gonna happen now or it's gonna happen later, but there's no way this relationship is gonna last. Although I'm sure some relationships like that have lasted, but not only do we have enough years in between them that she could more than be his mother, right? Because she's even older than his mother. But so
Yes.
you've got that, and you've got like one of the biggest cultural divides that you could have between India and the United States. So it's kind of like
Yes.
the
Yes.
chances of it working are low.
Slim to none. I believe
Slim to
slim to
none.
none.
So let's just, pull off the band-aid.
Yes. So
Whatever.
next time, Ari finds herself getting baptized in freezing cold water by a naked woman to rid all of the evil spirits in her relationship with Vinny.
Sounds completely reasonable to me.
Exactly.
That is what I would do.
Exactly. So Ellie sees the devastation in Providencia for herself. Armando
Which
tells
it
his
looks
father,
devastating.
oh my God, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Armando tells his father about the wedding. Steven tells Alina that he's not ready to propose yet. What kind of shit is that?
I cannot say. I mean, I thought this was the whole point, right? Of why they're there.
Right. And Raul is back because now Corey is confiding in him about Jenny from Peru. This is why I say Corey's a sucker for punishment. Why would he confide in Raul again? Can somebody explain this to me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. And Submit is trying to include Jenny on some type of family celebration. And did you see how his mother reacted?
Right. He's like, well, we are engaged, so she should be included in our family celebrations. And his mom just stands up and like walks
away.
Yeah. She's just thinking, man, this shit's
and
getting
this
more and more
is
embarrassing.
Why Sumit should let Jenny go.
It's just not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Face facts. It's not only not going to work, it's not working.
No, it's not working at all.
Yeah. So okay, so that brings us to the end of the episode, and we'll carry us over to next week. And on Patreon, we're doing a Love After Lockup video series, or just series in general. So sign up for our Patreon, $2.50 tier, and you can hear our Love After Lockup podcast. And then new coming this week, we're going to be doing a Survivor YouTube live. So check out our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and search for Kiki and Kibitz. And it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Come join the chat on Survivor Live.
And check out the Survivor Live
co-host who could not be more different. If you feel like you've had enough of middle-aged women discussing reality TV, then come see a middle-aged woman with a 23-year-old German guy discussing Survivor and taking your questions live. Come on, you can't resist that shit. Anyway, thanks to everyone for joining us, and we sincerely hope you will come back and see us again another time. And until then, hasta la vista, baby. Bye.
Bye.